honest, who hasn't indulged in minutes to hours to days of just whining and complaining? Just a whole litany of all the bad stuff or things that you're not happy with, things that displease you, people that have annoyed you. It just comes on and on and on, and it rolls constantly, kind of like the ocean. It churns. The problem with complaining is that it's really not very useful. We usually walk away from some time complaining, not feeling a whole lot better. Maybe it's a little bit nice to get it out, but it doesn't lead to any solutions. And in terms of like law of attraction, it just brings all kinds of equally bad stuff our way. And usually we end up feeling stuck. Complaining doesn't generate solutions, doesn't help you fix anything, and doesn't tell you what to do next. But yet we continue to do it. Now, I'm not a person that really recommends complaining, although I've certainly done my fair share, unless you combine tapping and complaining together. Let's call it taplaining. If you find yourself complaining about something and you reach up and start tapping, then, and only then, I think, you're going to feel better. You're going to bring better stuff into your future. You're not going to feel as stuck, and you're probably going to find a solution or way to make yourself feel better about whatever it is you're complaining about. So what would that look like? Join me and let's tap along. Remember to take full responsibility for your own health and well-being, and that by tapping along you're agreeing to the terms that can be found at www.drleannamanuel.com/disclaimer. So we really don't even need a setup statement with this one. We are going to use the karate chop point just because it's a very good point, but we're going to use that much like we would any of the other points as we go along. So, groceries cost too much. I don't like spending all that money. What a ripoff that you have to pay more for organic. You should have to pay more for the other crap that has all the chemicals on it. It's just not right. It's highway robbery what they're charging us at the grocery these days. And then don't even get me started on gasoline. The price of gasoline. And have you noticed it goes up every Friday before the weekend? And it goes up before every holiday. What a ripoff. Can't believe they're trying to suck us dry on gasoline. As if the food problem wasn't enough. Man, have you been in the movies lately? Those ticket prices are ridiculous. And they won't let you bring your own snacks in. And they really get you for those. Again, it's just a big rip-off. Other people are getting rich, and I'm not. If I want to do anything, or eat well, or have fun, or drive anywhere, it costs a fortune, and it's just not fair, and I don't like it. I don't like how much things cost. I don't like the way people treat each other either. Everybody's so mean. They say mean things to each other. They take advantage of each other. They rip each other off. They cut each other off when driving down the road. And they don't even bother to use turn signals. What's with that? Everybody knows you're supposed to use turn signals. Man, nothing just seems to be going right. Not having so much fun. Work is boring. Everybody's so wrapped up in their own stuff. There's nothing to do in this town. Any place good to go, I've already been there. Man. I'm having a truly lousy day. And I had a lousy day yesterday, and I'll probably have a lousy day tomorrow. Ugh. Everybody's complaining. Oh wait, so am I. Yeah, but I have real things to complain about. Well, maybe not. I don't like paying extra for organic. That's true. But complaining about it doesn't make me feel any better. I can choose to buy it or choose not to. Complaining doesn't change that. And the movie tickets, well, I could stay home or I can go pay it. The choice is mine. I may not like all of my choices. I wish there were other choices. But I acknowledge that complaining doesn't really help with them much. I've probably heard life isn't fair for more than 50 years now. I've probably said life isn't fair for at least 26. Just ask my kids. I guess it depends what you mean by fair. If that means life doesn't always go exactly the way that I would like it to go, then that's true. Life isn't fair. But I guess if somebody wants to charge that much for gasoline, or a movie, or food, they think it's fair, because that's kind of going along with what they want, not what I want. So it might be more accurate if I just said that life doesn't always go the way that I want it to go. True statement. Complaining about it won't help. So, I don't like paying more for organic than regular produce. But I choose to be grateful that I have the option and can really do either if I choose. I don't like paying so much for gasoline. But I choose to be grateful that I have the option to do it. I can afford the gasoline if I make careful choices elsewhere, to go and do pretty much anything I want to do. That's really kind of a fairy tale life compared to what some other people have. I don't like the way people drive, but I can choose to drive respectfully and carefully and courteously, no matter what they do. And I can be proud of that. And I can feel good about that. And I can do my little part to create a safer roadway. I don't always like what I'm doing at work. It doesn't have to be boring. Boring's a state of mind. It doesn't say anything about the job. It only says a lot about me and how choosy and picky I can be. Instead, I choose to be grateful that I have a job that can sometimes be less interesting than I would like, but it certainly isn't putting me in danger. It isn't hurting my health. It isn't exceedingly long hours. I'm not sweating out in the sun or freezing in the cold. And I get paid a pretty fair wage for what I do. And for that, I choose to be thankful. Complaining doesn't help, but gratitude might. I'm letting go of the complaining, at least for now. I suspect it will be back. But when it does, when it comes back, I choose tap-planing instead. At least it'll get me somewhere. Take a deep breath and let it out. So next time you find yourself complaining, just start tapping. It really will help you turn it around, and you'll feel much better for it. Until next time, happy tapping.